everyone, my name is Rahajeng with the student number 42, and in this video we are going to learn about Ergative Absolutive language. So without any further ado, let's get to the materials. First, we have the definition of Ergative Absolutive language. An Ergative Absolutive language is a language in which the single argument or subject of an intransitive verb is treated like the object of a transitive verb, and it is treated differently from the agent or subject of a transitive verb. In a simple way, Ergative Absolutive language maintains a syntactic or morphological equivalence, such as the same word order or grammatical case for the object as a transitive verb and the single core argument of an intransitive verb, while treating the agent of a transitive verb differently. We can see from the picture below, so we have three letters A, S, and O. So the A means the agent or the subject of a transitive verb, and then S means the subject of an intransitive verb, and then the O letter means the object of a transitive verb. A is marked with a case conventionally known as ergative, and then the S and O are both marked with a case called absolutive. So ergative and absolutive. The term Ergative Absolutive language is considered by some unsatisfactory, since there are very few languages without any patterns that exhibit nominative-accusative alignment. Instead, they posit that one should only speak of Ergative Absolutive systems, which languages employ to different degrees. So now I have the first example of Ergative Absolutive language form. But before I explain about the first example, I want to make a disclaimer that English is not an Ergative Absolutive language. English is a nominative accusative language. I use English in this first example just to make it easier to understand the Ergative Absolutive language form. I will also give you another example in Basque language after this. Okay, so now we have two sentences. The first one is she slept, which is intransitive verb, and then the second one is her like she, which is a transitive verb. She as the subject of intransitive verb, and then her as the agent of transitive verb. She as the object of a transitive verb. As I explained before, that S and O are in the same form, while A is treated differently. As we can see in this picture here, the S and O are in the same form, while A is not. Her is not in the same form as she. Now let's move to the second example. So the second example is the Basque language, which is spoken in southern France and northern Spain. In Basque, the absolutive form of a noun is the basic form, and the ergative is formed by adding a suffix to this. So for example, ni etori nais, which means I have arrived, and then nik liburua irakuritat, or I have read the book, and then kozonak ni ikusinau, which means the man has seen me. So that was the two examples from Ergative Absolutive language. Now we want to talk about other languages that employ an Ergative Absolutive systems. There are Darabul and several other Australian Aboriginal languages, and then Pashto and Hindi, which belong to the Indo-Iranian branch of the Indo-European languages, and then Samoan and many other Austronesian languages, and also virtually all Caucasian languages such as Georgian, Abkhaz, Chechen, and etc. And then the various Inuit dialects such as Inuktitut, Inupik, and Yapik, and many languages of the Americas also such as Maya and Navajo. So I think that's all the explanation about Ergative Absolutive language. I hope you guys can understand it, and thank you. Bye.